Sebastian Quinn is a competitor.
Sebastian Quinn is caring.
He's not just a workhorse, he's a leader.
He's just such a well-rounded individual.
He's someone who we aspire to be like.
He's my hero.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Quinn, and I was diagnosed with ALCL non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I can wear them?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
You got a wrestling shirt on though. Don't you want to change?
Get your giant sweatshirt on.
I don't have one.
So there's 8 of us. It goes Gabriella, who's 22, Zach, who's 19, Sebastian, who is 16, me, I'm Angelina, I'm 13, Octavio, who's 9, Lorenzo, who's 7, Eliana, who's 3, and Liliana, who's like 1.5.
Sebastian has been through so much. When he had the relapse, he had it in quite a few locations, and he had to then go through chemotherapy and become cancer-free in order to do a bone marrow transplant.
First it was all the trips to the hospital, then he's going to be spending 7 to 10 days in the hospital. And then it was 2 months in the hospital, and then we're thinking, how are we going to do that? And then we had to have him isolated for, how long was that? 6 months. He just kept fighting. He's only one of like 5 on the East Coast that have had the relapse that he had.
And is still living to tell this tale. Everything from his trying to play football and just not feeling right, to having seizures, to his first diagnosis of cancer.
New challenge every day.
Yeah, it's been a constant up and down.
But his attitude stayed the same the whole time.
He didn't even care about his diagnosis as much as he cared about playing sports and being with his friends. And
what do I have to do?
Yeah.
Where do I go? What's next?
Not one day of being upset about anything. Nothing. Didn't matter. It was, okay, what's the next thing we have to do?
There it is.
First time I've ever went to Sebastian's house. His whole entire family was home. He has a few younger siblings, and his dad came up to me and said, "Thank you very much for being here," and it means a lot to him. And his family took us in and fed us all, and it really showed us how supporting and loving his family was. Him as a person cared about every single one of us.
He sort of is an example that I want to follow in terms of his perseverance and his hardworking nature, as well as his resilience and personal strength.
Whenever I needed a person to talk to, he'd talk to me. Whenever I needed advice, I'd go to him, because when he was in the hospital, he would just give us advice, and we always asked him how to keep going. How does he keep going? And he just told us that he has faith and that everything he does, everything he's doing for a reason.
I get excited when he was double teamed the other day, and I caught it on video. So he's double teamed, and he just didn't stop, and then he broke the play off, and he wound up with the tackle. And I'm almost in tears on the sideline, but that's just his whole everything about him in a micro. He doesn't give up. He never gave up.
He doesn't want to call any attention to himself.
His humility in class was unbelievable. He didn't want the spotlight. He just seemed very reserved and quiet, and I think that speaks so much to his character.
He's a starter on the varsity team, and it really is his performance and stick-to-itiveness and resilience really is an inspiration to not only the staff in the building, but to his fellow students as well.
He's got the biggest heart I know. Yeah. Can't say it. I'm trying to talk, nothing's coming out. Just give me a minute.
Like, if he can do that, I can do this.
Football and wrestling helped me through the fight because it really just helped me hold on to something. It gave me really something to fight for because I knew in the end that I was going to do something and I wasn't just going to be sitting at home after all this was over. I was going to be out and kind of like just any normal kid.
All right, Sebastian Quinn is a competitor. Everything Sebastian Quinn does is done in a competitive atmosphere, whether it's on the football field behind me, whether it's in the classroom up on the hill, or whether it's at home. He competes in every aspect of his life, and for that he will always be a truly remarkable individual because he never quits and he always gives it everything he has.
My name's Sebastian Quinn, and I have a heart of a giant.